welcome. Today I'm going to make a nice tom yum soup. So this is a Thai soup, and I think I'm going to add some, because I don't know yet, I'm going to challenge and add some dumplings to it as well. So let's have a go at that today and see if we can make a tom yum soup with some little dumplings in there as well, because it's mainly vegetables, so I want to put something else in there as well. So obviously this is all vegan, so what I've started off with is some sesame oil, and I've just done some little kind of onion rings because I think they'll go really nice in the soup, in this kind of soup anyway. I've now added some garlic in there, and that's fresh garlic. I've cut it up quite chunky really, because I want it to be big bite-sizey type onions and garlic. And you can even put whole garlic in this type of soup, which I might put a couple of whole ones in there as well. I've added the whole garlic. These onions are a little bit well done. You don't have to do them well done. They just got a little bit, started cooking really fast on this new cooker that I've got, but you can have it like that, or you can have them like not as cooked as that, like caramelised. But they let off different types of flavours either way. I've now added some chestnut mushrooms and some tomato. You can really add what vegetables you prefer really, but there are Chinese style vegetables that go really well with this, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to put in what I've got in my fridge. You can really just use anything really, but just make sure that it's flavoured like a Thai soup. Have some ginger, so I just put some paste. I forgot to put that in at the beginning, so you'd usually put that in at the beginning of the onion and the garlic, so I've just slapped it in there, and that will just mix in now. And I've just put some frozen veg that I got out of my freezer, just a bit of broccoli and some greens, because they usually put greens in this dish anyway. If you do it like kind of authentic style, then you would use lemongrass, shallots for their onions. And then they may use some shiitake mushrooms, some of those Chinese style mushrooms they use, but I've just got the chestnut ones. Very easy to do the seasoning, but today I want to try this out because I went to a Chinese supermarket, and I really want to try one of their packet, one of the pastes. So that'll be really good because it will give it that authentic taste to it, even though it is easy to do your own, but I just want to try these out. What I'll do now is I'm just going to really add some vegetable stock, and then I'm just going to let it simmer. You can put a bit of coriander in there as well, or some other flavourings that you prefer, but it's really this simple. I've just added some Japanese style udon noodles. I'll push them down, and then just let this whole dish just simmer for a while, so that all the flavours start soaking in. I'm just trying to mix that in there so it's all even. To make a bigger portion, I've added more udon noodles, and I've put a bit of coriander in there, as you can see. Had a little bit of frozen coriander, so I chucked that in, and I've also sprinkled a bit of lime in there. If there's anything you need on the way, just add bits, just to make the flavour really soak in. It's our finishing result. So we'll leave that on now to simmer, and then I'll show you it in the plate. I have my dumpling filling. I've got a little bit of coriander there, you can see, and I've got some green beans and some chilli, and I've put some peas in there as well. I'm going to let that defrost for a bit because it came out of the freezer, and then I'm going to mash that up, probably with a bit of seasoning, and then put that inside the dumpling. Requested to do a noodle stir fry for a side dish, and in here I've got some onion, I've chopped it long again, and I've got some garlic and a bit of ginger in there. So I'm just stirring it up, and that's in with the sesame oil, and I'm boiling some rice noodles, and I'm going to add them to this. So it's going to be like a kind of chow mein dish. I've now added some green beans and some peas in there, just a little bit because I want it to be more noodly than anything else. And obviously there's garlic in there, so that'd be a nice little mix now just to make it a bit veggie. I'm just adding this chow mein mix in there because I really enjoy this one. You can do your own flavourings obviously, but this one I'm going to be just using this. It's got all the flavourings in there already. So it's called Shan and it's called Chinese chow mein. This is really good, I really like these flavourings in this one. Also added a few drops of soy sauce. Now I have 2 dumplings in here that are frying. They're going to be fried dumplings. This is the air fryer, so it's not like deep fat fry, so it's nice and healthy. And this one is where they're going to be steamed. So there's 2 in here, 2 big dumplings and 2 big dumplings in there. So 2 are frying and 2 are steaming. So I just want to see what they come out like. Hello everybody, this is a very easy vegan curry I'm going to be showing you, like a vegetable curry. It's very easy, just throw everything in here. Literally it's going to be so easy. I'm going to show you this. So keep watching this to find out how to make a vegan Chinese curry. Started off with my onions chopped very finely. I put some garlic in there, garlic cube, and a ginger cube in there. I've also got these onions here, which I chopped large, but I'm going to put those in a minute because they're part of the vegetables as well, but they're nice big huge like bite sizes. This is nicely cooked together. I'm going to start adding the vegetables now. Right, these vegetables are very simple. All I've put in there is snapped green beans, peas and largely chopped onions. It's very simple. You can put whatever vegetable you like really. However, some vegetables complement the Chinese dishes more, and I think these snap beans really go well. And I've got nice big large bite-sized onions in there which go really well in Chinese dishes. Next I have curry paste, and I've mixed that with a little bit of vegetable stock. Then I'm going to pour some boiling water into there to make my curry paste. I just found some soy chunks in my freezer. They'll be a substitute for chicken, so I'm going to add these as well. I've now added the soy chunks to the mix as well because I found these in the freezer and I think they go absolutely excellent in this. So it makes it like a vegan chicken Chinese curry. Now I'm adding my Chinese curry sauce. There is our vegan curry. I'm going to leave that to simmer for a little while so it thickens up a little bit. I've put a bit more water in there because it was quite flavoured. I'm just going to let that simmer for a while. It's like a gravy so it thickens up. And then that'll be the curry done. I had a bit of red pepper in my fridge, so I've added that and it looks really colourful now. Now I'm going to start to do a mushroom fried rice, to go with my Chinese curry. Normally you can just have boiled rice, but I'm just going to make this time I'm making some mushroom rice. Right, so I've got garlic and ginger cubes. I'm just going to melt those down a bit because they're from the freezer. I've added my mushrooms. I'm just using chestnut mushrooms. You can use shiitake or some of the other Chinese mushrooms, but I don't mind just using these ones. The mushrooms, and I've put some peas in there as well. Once they've cooked down a bit, I'm now going to add my soy sauce and my sesame oil. And now I'm going to add my rice. Finishing product. I'm just going to serve it all up now. Curry and rice on the plate. and then show you what it looks like. Here's the finishing result. Absolutely delicious. Taste test. Yum. Very much like Chinese. Original one. Curry is amazing. Just like what you'd buy from the restaurant. And I know the chicken actually reminds me of what chicken used to taste like in the Chinese, so it makes you wonder whether they were serving up soy.